When first glancing at this artwork by Paul Cézanne, I can automatically tell the detail on this artwork was very interesting because the scene of apples in this artwork seems to focus on shape and color a lot. This painting by Paul Cézanne was made in 1895, and you can tell by the colors in this artwork focuses on looking very natural and real. The reason why this artwork by Paul is very fascinating is due to the illusion that there is space on the flat surface of the table where the apples are placed on. The apples on the table are seen to be giving a darker shade from the shadow of the apples, making it seem realistic. The lines around the apples are seen to be darker in line and color, as well as the tablecloth, case, and cup on the table. This artwork with apples is very interesting because some areas of the artworks are left blank and other objects are seen to have more color. Like said in the source, he constantly drew attention to the quality of the paint and canvas, never aiming for illusion. The painting and outlining on these fruits and other objects is what makes this artwork stand out the most. Paul Cézanne's artwork was more modern, and you can tell by the way he painted the items in his artwork. This artwork lets us understand how life around us is seen so perfectly and modern. The objects in this artwork are seen to be really realistic to give the audience the illusion that the apples and the fruit are real. The photo seems to have the objects of fruit scattered around the table, and the cloth is seen to have the fruit on top of it. This artwork was made during the time of post-impressionism, and Paul himself is a French artist. The artist has focused to make the objects in this artwork seem dark in color, and due to the coloring in this artworks, it makes the fruit seem realistic. He likes to focus on the quality of the paint. I believe when first looking at this artwork, you can automatically tell the colors what makes the artwork stand out. Paul living in Paris is what helped him make more modern art. The life in Paris is different, and I think that's what inspired him to make his art more modern. His artwork is similar to Vincent because of the great detail when outlining these objects in dark color. Just like the artwork I Write East by Vincent, he added a dark outline to his flowers drawn to make them stand out. I think since Paul had many friends that were artists, I think that is what influenced him to have his own unique style, and that is what makes his artwork very special. The style that Paul developed throughout the years was a style of darkness and violence. I feel like you can see in this art piece with the fruits having a shadow and making it seem more intense in color. This painting named Irises was made by Vincent in 1889. When first glancing at this artwork by Vincent, you can automatically tell it is similar to the artwork by Paul. I would say they are similar because of the color that stands out when first looking at both of them. This artwork is a bouquet of many irises flowers, and you can tell that the artist has outlined these flowers with a darker color. He outlined them in black so they could seem more realistic. Compared to the inside of the flowers, they are lighter in color, purple. The reason why this artwork is very fascinating is because although there are many flowers, there seems to be something about this artwork that makes them seem spacious, even though they are all pretty gathered together. Like said in the source online, Vincent devoted himself to his art with a desperate determination, knowing that this alone might save him. He called painting the lightning conductor for my illness. I think this is very powerful because this shows that his artwork reflects how he was feeling during the time he made it. I think by just glancing at this artwork of flowers, you can tell they are in detail because of the determination he has put to make these images seem so realistic. Vincent himself was from France, as was Paul, and his art was post-impressionism. Since Vincent moved to several places throughout his lifetime, I think that's what helped him become an artist with detail in his work. Vincent put a lot of effort into his artwork because it was a way of expressing himself, and it allowed him to feel better. I believe all the color and fine lines are what allowed Vincent to feel better, since he invested a lot of his time with the color in his work. Unfortunately, due to depression, Vincent shot himself and died on July 27, 1890. The reason why I chose this art piece to talk about is because he has created several irises images before, and I like that he keeps creating more and more. That is what I think makes an artwork stand out, when you can tell that all the detail in the artwork has a meaning. Vincent was a very talented and created over 2,000 artworks throughout his lifetime, including many oil paintings. Most of them are a form of expression for him. I feel like his style in art was very bold. Color is very important in art because how you use it can make artwork feel powerful. These flowers are painted very bold, and that is what makes them stand out. Vincent's artwork was mostly landscapes due to the fact that he believed that you had to be perfect at creating landscapes in order to be able to bring color into the images. The scene he would mostly create when making artworks was landscapes to practice. His landscape was so amazing, he did not need as much color as he liked to outline his artwork, and that is what made it stand out. Later on, he became more talented due to his practice. He was able to include color into his work.